everyone, welcome back. It's another week. It's another episode of Geekonomics. We're back in the boxes. Another week of zooming it to make it work.
Yes, and it is my fault. Um, I had a COVID scare.
Yes.
So I'll make it long story short. On Thursday, my grandfather does not have a car.
Mm.
So for some reason, my brother couldn't bring him and my dad couldn't bring him. So he has to go to the doctors every 4 months for his heart.
Yes.
So I pick him up and he sounds all stuffed up. Like he sounds horrible. And at first he says to me, I've had this head cold that is not going away.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right. So he gets in the car. I drive him to his appointment. I'm waiting in the waiting room. My grandfather leaves. He's coming out. He has a mask on.
Mm.
And then I hear the woman say to him, "Oh, did someone drive you?" And my grandfather goes, "Yes."
Mm.
They turn around and they hand me a mask.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, it wasn't a head cold."
Yes.
So my grandfather had COVID. Well,
Ah.
and they gave him. Luckily, he was in the middle of it, so they can
Yeah.
prescribe him that would begins with a P. I can't think of the name.
Provoxyl, or whatever
Or
it is.
no, Provolofid or
Yeah.
whatever.
Paxlovid.
Paxlovid. And now
Yes.
if you are on the tail end, it's really not going to help you. He's kind of in the middle of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So they prescribed him that. So then we both wearing masks, drove to CVS. Then they're like, it's going to be 15 minutes. So we sat in the car with the windows open. It was a
Yeah.
beautiful day,
Luckily,
masks
yeah.
on. So because I was in the car with him for
Yeah.
like 15 minutes with no mask, him talking, I'm
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah.
I
I mean, you've
didn't
been vaccinated too, so it's like you're not. So
I was vaccinated 2 weeks ago.
yeah.
My grandfather did not get his booster.
Yes.
But when I got home, I didn't go to work that day.
Yeah.
And
It
then
would take at least 5 days for you to even
yes.
contact something.
Okay, so CDC says even if you're not showing symptoms,
Yeah.
to test the 5th day after being exposed,
Yeah.
which today's my 5th day, and I tested negative.
There you go.
I tested on Sunday, but I stayed home from work.
Yeah.
I've been sleeping on the couch because Allison doesn't want to even. We were both boosted, but she doesn't want to even get it.
Take the chance. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been sleeping on the couch for the last 4 nights.
Yeah.
I haven't been to work.
Yeah.
Today is my first day back to work. Tonight will be my first day sleeping in my own bed.
Yeah.
But there are, at work, there are some.
Go back to it's your wife's bed. We just are allowed to sleep in it.
Well, it's actually our bed because we
Yeah.
bought them together.
Yeah.
I
know. I know. I'm married too. It's not ours. We're just allowed to be in the same bed
That's weird.
at the same time.
All right. That's a different podcast, Mark. So yeah, like I've been wearing like the first couple days, Allison and me, we ate dinner in separate rooms. I've been wearing a mask around the house. We've been kind of staying separate just because if I were to show symptoms,
it's been
then
a
I
vacation
would
for
have
Allison,
to.
that's what you're saying.
Allison doesn't want to get it. And because I was boosted, there was a good chance that I could get it, not show any symptoms at all, but could easily pass it on to others.
Yeah, you're a carrier. No.
Yeah, I'm a carrier. So
bull monkey.
Luckily, we got tests in the mail right before this all happened, so I had brand new tests. We actually ordered more, which anybody can order free once the United Postal Service.
Yeah.
You get 4 free.
Yes, 4 per person.
Yeah, but whatever. I ordered for me, Allison. We ordered more under Allison's name.
Yeah.
So anyway, COVID free. Thank God.
Long story longer, now shorter. You don't have COVID.
No, thank God.
But out of abundance of caution, because you were testing this morning, we decided
Yes.
to do the show on Zoom.
Yes.
Now we take you back to your regularly scheduled podcast.
Yeah. Now we can go back to recording back in the studio.
Or just finish this show because that was literally a 10-minute story that should only taken like 2 minutes.
Actually, it wasn't that long. It
Which is
wasn't that
probably
long.
why Allison's not been too disappointed that you've been sleeping on the couch and eating in separate rooms.
Yeah. Anyway, it wasn't that bad. But we got to start the show off with East of the River comic book and collectible show, February
Yes.
25th, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. 2 floors, extra vendors, admissions $1, early birds $3, American Legion Hall, Enfield, Connecticut. It's going to be a big show.
A very big shoe.
Yeah, please come down and support us. You're gonna have toys, comics, cards, video games, local artists. You're
Yeah.
gonna have it all, and it's
Brian's gonna
very
be selling
limited.
COVID tests. So it's gonna be a great time.
I will be
Got tons of them.
signing
Your
my
COVID test. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
worth
That'd
a
be a
dollar.
collector's item someday.
Yeah, worth $1, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's been going on. We haven't done the show in like a week or two.
We just missed last week because you had work stuff.
Yeah, we missed last week. There's one. We got 2 things we got to talk about. We got the Ghostbusters trailer that dropped yesterday.
We do. Yes.
I have another thing I want to talk about, which I'm very excited for.
Okay.
So it's kind of a short show.
A
We don't have
lull
talk
in the pop culture medium right now.
Well, I think there's always something going on. You just have to seek it out.
Yeah, I mean nothing that we're into is what I'm saying.
Well, so
I'm sure there's something out there. Like the last Airbender cartoon dropped. I don't care about it, so we're not going to talk about it.
no. I did finish Ted.
Yes.
Fantastic show. I want more.
Better than the movies.
It was hilarious. It was just as good or better than Ted 1.
Yeah.
Ted 2, I was never like, it was good, but it just kind of felt like it retreaded.
Yeah,
This show
it was a
does
cash
not
grab.
really retread.
Yeah.
I think the show is awesome. Like, laugh out loud, funny.
Like I said when we talked about last time, it's very much that old like 80s comedy kind of feel.
Well, it takes place in the 90s.
Yeah,
so
but
it's
it has that
90s.
like old kind of like comedy feel, like the TJF kind of look to it.
Yeah. Highly recommend it. Allison and me, we finished the Marvelous Miss Maisel, which I absolutely loved. I am missing those characters already.
Yeah.
In a couple days. We watched the final season. I think season 4 was the best with Lenny Bruce and Carnegie Hall.
Yeah.
The last season was good. There were a couple flash forwards which I didn't really like.
Yeah.
But beyond that, I thought they stuck the landing. I really enjoyed the whole show as a whole. I think it was fantastic. And I also give credit. I think they did incredible work recreating and casting for some of the older comics that were actually real comics in real life.
Yeah.
Especially the gentleman who played Lenny Bruce. He was absolutely.
I'd watch that movie. I thought that as I was watching the shows, like I'd watch him do a Lenny Bruce movie.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome. Or a Lenny Bruce show, like something.
We watched the episode of the old Steve Allen with Lenny Bruce.
Yeah.
They recreated that to the T.
Yeah.
Him singing and everything. They omitted a couple of his little things because it didn't make sense for the story.
Yeah.
Singing the song was in there.
Yeah.
I mean, I turned to Alice and I'm like, I feel like Miss Maisel's hiding behind those curtains.
Yeah.
It wasn't the show.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. Highly recommend that show. And we are 2 episodes away from finishing the new season of Fargo. Wow. The new season of Fargo, fantastic. You want to see you want to see John Hamm in a role that he needs to win an Emmy for. This is the show. He is unbelievable.
I mean, didn't he win one for Mad Men?
Yeah, but he hasn't done
Okay.
anything since that.
Well, I
I
mean, he had,
mean,
yeah, needed to because he had Mad Men
um,
money.
he he is fantastic. David Foley's in the season. He's fantastic as well. The woman who I didn't realize it was her because I only watched 3 episodes with Ted Lasso.
Yes.
She is the main character. Um, I think she was like a girlfriend to one of the soccer players. But anyway, new season of Fargo. We're 2 episodes away from finishing it. It is unbelievable. And the great thing about Fargo, it's an anthology.
Oh yeah, yeah. She's the yes.
It's an anthology series. You don't need to watch anything but one season. It is. I would describe this season of Fargo if you took Kimmy Schmidt, you took Yellowstone, you took Kill Bill, put it in a blender, and the Coen brothers, you got this season of Fargo. It is
Mm.
fantastic. It is fantastic. Um, but yeah, we are flying through this season. It is unbelievably. Every episode flies by. It's got the kid from Stranger Things in it. He's fantastic. Um, it's good to see him in something different than Stranger Things.
Yeah.
But yeah, highly recommend so far. Like we went right from Miss Maisel right to Fargo, and yeah, it was kind of nice because when you finish a show, you want to watch something else right away, or you're like, man, what do we watch
Mm.
now? But anyway, that's what we have been watching and addicted to. Mark, what have you been up to the last 2 weeks? What have you been checking out?
Really been watching too much. It's been kind of quiet on that front. Just kind of just been just vegging out really. A lot of work stuff. Some big things happening with the music show, so I'm working on a lot of that stuff, getting that ready for that announcement to come out. Besides that, just went to the train show, worked the train show on Saturday for the Trolley Museum.
Oh yeah, how was that?
It was pretty intense. It's you don't really think it's that big of a hobby until you go to it. I went to it last year
Yeah,
with my brother, and it's huge. But then like actually working a booth at it and talking to people and like hearing like how into these stuff this people is, it's kind of like yeah, it's crazy.
I never thought I would hear the words intense with train show.
It's intense. It's 4 buildings at the Big E,
Yeah, that's a lot of
full of
trains.
hobby trains and displays and stuff.
That is a
And the
lot.
amount of money that people are dropping on model trains, crazy.
Yeah, it's not a cheap hobby.
Yeah.
I mean, what is a cheap hobby
What is
now?
a cheap hobby
No,
nowadays?
yeah.
Exactly.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Um,
But
that's
then I
cool.
just saw this morning as I was getting ready to head in here, uh, they've released the Lego uh Star Wars 25th anniversary, the first 5 sets, and take all my money.
What are they?
They're doing a mid-size Millennium Falcon, which is gonna be like $80.
Okay, that's
Looks
good.
awesome. A mid-size Tantive 4, which is the very first ship you see in the original Star Wars, the Princess Leia ship. That looks amazing. $100 R2 unit. They're
See, I
doing
would do that than the
yeah,
$200 one.
yeah. They're also doing a General Grievous's ship in that mid-size style. They're starting a thing called the Starship Collection, which are going to be
Oh,
higher end adult small ships, like kind of like the dioramas,
yeah.
but in like starship form.
Ooh,
Yeah, yeah. So take my money on all those, and they're
wow,
doing a set. It's like $55, I think. It's Darth Vader entering the hallway of Tantive 4. So they have like the 2 stormtroopers, Darth Vader, the rebel soldiers, and the Captain Antilles, the guy he chokes,
man.
like all in like a battle scene.
Wow, how are they gonna pull that off?
It's pretty neat looking. It's pretty neat
Yeah.
looking. Yeah. Yeah, and those are the first five of like this year-long celebration of 25 years of Star Wars Legos.
Wow.
Each one of
Oh,
those sets comes like a special minifigure too, like a exclusive minifigure. Like not the Starship ones, but like the other two.
yeah, yeah. I like the idea of them being under $100.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
like
they're
I like the
definitely like
helmet.
way easier to display too because they're smaller. So I'm like I
Yeah.
could like helmet type size type things. So I'm like I could definitely instead of getting the huge, like I'm not gonna buy like the huge Darth Star like destroyers and all those things. Like I've seen those things and it's like
Where do you put them?
I don't have that kind of room.
Nobody does. Yeah.
The wife won't let me put that in the house.
Yeah. That's like it goes in the dinner table and it will never move.
Yeah. Or I have to like build a room in the basement or something or redo my basement just to house stuff,
How's Legos?
which I'm already, yeah.
Oh, man.
Or it comes
Oh,
here to this
your
place. I
office.
literally have a Lego in my car I got to bring in to put in my office because it's like I have no space at the house. So it's like overflows to here and I have to find a space here to put it somewhere.
Oh my lord. Oh my Lanta. Yeah. I like
Yeah.
the helmets too. They're easy to display.
Yeah,
So
no, yeah. So I'm hoping they'll do one this year. It'd be interesting to see what they come up with. But
yeah. I think you're gonna get new shelves. That's what you're gonna need. New shelves, Mark.
well, it's like I was thinking about it like the helmet things because they're like always talking about oh whose helmet like they're already got a helmet, running out of helmets. I'm like, well, you can do Sabine's helmet. You can do Bo-Katan's helmet. Those are two Mandalorians right there. It'd be cool to get like the Imperial Guard from Return of the Jedi, the red helmet guys.
Mm.
That'd be a cool helmet.
Yeah, logistically, could you do it?
Yeah. It'd just be like Darth Vader's helmet kind of like would just hang over the stand,
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a
stuff
lot
like
of
that.
helmets they haven't done from the original series,
Yeah.
but they probably want to move on. They probably want to do other things.
Well, I mean, like, yeah, like it'd be cool to even do like maybe like the speed bike helmet.
Yes,
That'd be cool.
yes, yeah. There's a lot you could do.
Yeah. Not a lot of like rebel helmets you could do. There's not a lot of rebel helmets that are conducive to that kind of thing, but a lot more Imperial type helmets I think would work.
Um,
But yeah, so that's basically what I've been doing this week. Not much of watching things, a lot of working on things.
well, we the Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble happened, yes, on
I didn't watch it
Saturday.
live. I watched half of it Saturday and the rest of it on Monday.
Yeah,
Um,
or
I
yesterday.
yeah, I don't even know what's today. It's today's
Yeah,
Tuesday. Yeah.
yeah, it is.
Um, so I mean the women's Royal Rumble was very entertaining.
Yes,
The guys Royal Rumble got entertaining near the end.
yeah.
I I kind of wanted CM Punk to win it, but I didn't think he was gonna.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a good thing he didn't now because now he has a torn tricep and he's out for
Yeah,
nine.
I heard about that. He
So
got injured.
yeah, so now he's out for 9 months. So that would have been bad if he'd won.
Well, he hasn't wrestled in how long? They said 10
10
years.
years he hasn't wrestled and in WWE. He's wrestled other places, but he hasn't wrestled in WWE on TV in 10
Yeah,
years.
yeah. Um, but what's his name?
Cody
Uh,
Rhodes.
yeah, he. They're saying that's his fourth in a row.
No, second in a row.
They said fourth.
No,
They said four, or he's won four Royal Rumbles.
no.
I swear to God, the word four was said.
It may be his fourth Royal Rumble he's been in.
Maybe that was it.
Yeah.
I gotta look this up now because they kept
He's only
saying,
won two. He won last year and this year. He's
okay,
only
so
the
he's won
fourth
two.
guy to win back to back Royal Rumbles. Maybe that's what you're confusing it with.
What? Say that again.
He's only the fourth guy to win back to back Royal Rumbles. Hulk
Yeah.
Hogan, Shawn Michaels, Steve Austin, Cody Rhodes.
Okay.
That's what you're combining stats.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Besides that, it was a good show though. Yeah,
Yeah.
the women's match was definitely better than the men's.
Yeah.
It was probably the best women's match that they've done, Royal Rumble wise.
Okay, you're right. You're right. Cody
Yeah.
Rhodes won the Royal Rumble second year in a row.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't know why they.
He's the
Um,
fourth guy to win back to back.
gotcha.
Like you're
And
combining
then
that stat.
I fast forward the Paul Logan,
Logan Paul.
whatever. I don't even
Yeah.
like him. I don't want to
Yeah.
see him wrestle. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah.
I fast forward. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care about
He's just there for the kids to.
complaining about. Nobody likes him.
Yeah.
Nobody.
I don't know why he's so popular. Like I don't know who's watching. It's got to be like middle school boys. Like that's
No,
his genre.
it is.
That's
People
his
love to
niche.
hate him, and I think
But not even that. He's got his stupid energy drink sells. He's got like one of the top podcasts in the country. So there's people into his stuff,
yeah,
or into
yeah.
his shtick. But I think it's like I said, I think it's like I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
want
I
to
don't get it
disparage
either.
anybody, but I want to say it's like probably mid 20s, early 20s males and high school and junior high school boys. That's his genre, his
Yeah, I don't get it. But anyway,
audience.
Bailey, I had a feeling she was going to win because
Yes.
they really heavily focused on her. Every
Yeah.
time she knocked someone out, she was giving that look like, and I'm
Yeah.
like, this is interesting. She's
Yes.
the person to watch during this, and um, I had a weird hunch about her. I mean, obviously we don't know, but I just had a weird feeling when it
Hmm.
comes to her.
I mean, it's scripted,
Um,
so they did know.
yeah, I know they know, I know that we don't
Yeah, we don't
know.
know. We can assume
But
by
I
figuring out
assumed
the story.
they were really hammering home that
They
they're
were.
watch
They
her.
really sold her. Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Then what's her face throw out like 7, 8 people.
Nia Jax.
Yeah. Night. She kind of looked like the way she was dressed. She looked like J Lo.
Yes.
Every time they cut to her, I
Yes.
kept thinking, I'm like, wait, why is J Lo in this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But she was a monster. She just like boom, boom,
Yeah.
like nothing.
Yeah.
And then what's her name came in there and just tossed
Jade.
her out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The new girl from.
yeah, she was really good. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was a good time. I enjoyed it. Um, it was very entertaining. The
Yeah.
four-way match was all right.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of I mean, you kind of assume because they're building towards something else, but
Yes.
you kind of sense there's something going on. We'll see what happens though.
So for WrestleMania, now it's going to be Bailey. Who did she pick to fight for the
She
belt for
hasn't
her?
yet. She hasn't yet.
Okay, she didn't make
Between
it.
Rhea and Io, unless there's something that happens at Elimination Chamber this month, which is the 24th. So
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna watch that. I watched last year's, which
yeah.
was very
The thing
entertaining.
with this one, you're probably gonna have to watch it not live because it's happening in Australia. So it's really gonna be at like 5 o'clock in the morning, our time.
I don't watch these things live anyway.
No, I'm just saying. So I
Yeah,
won't
yeah,
watch it live either. So
yeah. I'll watch it on Sunday
yeah,
afternoon.
yeah,
Oh no, wait, is it? It's the weekend we have our East of the River con.
yes. So you watch it that night when you get home or whatever.
Yeah, I watch it that night.
Yeah,
So that should be good.
yeah. But the other thing
Um,
that's happening, but even before all that, is we
yeah,
decided yesterday on Sunday who our Super Bowl teams are going to be.
yeah, yeah.
So on the 11th, Usher doing the halftime show, which I know you're excited about. You're a huge Usher head.
Big Usher fan.
Uh, yeah. So the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Taylor Swifts are playing
Yes,
Super Bowl.
yes. I'm gonna cheer for the Taylor Swifts.
I know you are. You're a big Swifty.
You know what, buddy? This is
Yeah.
gonna be good.
Yeah.
Football.
I feel bad for her
Why? Why would
just
you feel bad?
because we work in television, so I kind of know how things are filmed. Like she gets a lot of flack online of people saying, "Oh, I don't know why they have to show her so much. Why is she being on TV so much?"
But
She has
they
no
choose
choice
to
in that.
show her.
She has no choice in that matter.
No,
She's just there.
and she's a
They point the camera at her. The director chooses to put her on camera. She's not
yeah.
asking to be on
No,
camera.
no.
She's
It's
not directing the show.
she's super popular, and they're
Yeah.
not dumb. You
Yeah.
have one of the biggest
or the
artist
biggest, probably.
music
Yeah.
today at your event,
Yeah.
you bet your bottom dollar they're going to be showing her as much as possible
Yeah.
because it gets eyeballs. And the people online, well, yeah, they don't get it. Like she's just there as a
Yeah.
normal person watching her boyfriend.
Yeah.
That's it. The
Exactly.
fact that the director is saying take her, that's the
Yeah.
money shot today.
Or
That's
probably the
what we
producer
want.
or the network saying, let's get Taylor
Yeah.
Swift on
Yes.
because we want eyes on the prize here.
It helps with ad revenue.
Yeah.
It helps with a lot of things.
Like you could
Um,
tell it was like really getting bad at one point during the Chiefs game. I'm assuming you didn't watch it, but they did an ad read for the Grammys. And all they did is just put the camera on her the whole time they're doing the ad read for the Grammys.
right.
The point where she was literally like, this looks not at the camera, but kind of was like, take me the F off the camera. Like,
Right.
really? It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
so,
I mean, yeah.
which is happening this weekend anyway, the Grammys.
Oh
And she's
yeah.
nominated for Song of the Year, which she's not going to win, but you know.
I haven't watched the Grammys in eons.
Mm,
I kind of gave up on the Grammys.
yeah.
I
We tune into
probably,
it. We'll tune into it just as, there's no football. So they're playing it smart this year. They're doing it the weekend without the Super Bowl.
but
So
it's
that's,
also on CBS, if I'm not
yes, it
mistaken.
is. Yes.
Yeah, I can't watch it. I don't have CBS, so
Yeah.
um,
It'll be on
but
Paramount Plus as well. So,
I don't have Paramount.
well, there you go.
Yeah. Um,
I mean, just, too, the Halo 2 trailer dropped as well. So the Halo
I
2 trailer dropped during the Chiefs game during halftime.
yeah.
And Claire was like, I was like kind of dozing off during the game because it was like the weather and everything. I was just exhausted from Saturday. And he was like, "Oh, hey, you watch this show?" I was like, "It's a really good video game, terrible TV show." And I just kind of like back to my nap. I was like, she's like, "What? What are you talking about?" I'm like, yeah, the character in the video game never takes his helmet off, but the actor in the show, like, basically, he's told people that he's needs to take the helmet off so people can see it's him, basically,
Yeah.
which is stupid, but whatever.
I watched the trailer online. I'm not getting Paramount Plus ever again.
No,
And I'm not gonna watch Halo season 2.
no,
If people like it, awesome. I did not like it.
I don't know who these people are that liked it. I like to
If,
see who these people are.
if you like it, that's
I like
awesome.
to
You know
meet
what?
somebody just to get the reasoning why they think it's a good show.
Here are the people who like it. People who never played the game and just like generic sci-fi. That's it. And
Yeah.
good for them. That's awesome. I just not for me. It's not for
Mm.
me. Um,
I'm interested to see how it all turns out. But anyways.
so I won't even care.
Yeah.
There is a trailer that did come out last week, which I am very excited for this game. It's coming out in this year.
Okay.
Uh, Machine Games, who did the Wolfenstein games, which are amazing. Um,
Yeah.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
I've heard about this. I haven't seen
The
the trailer for it.
trailer is awesome. It's going to be first person, but they're going to cut back to third person for certain elements.
Gotcha.
And it's Harrison Ford, his character, as in it.
It is Indiana Jones. Does that make sense?
It takes place between during the original movies. So it's young Indy.
Okay.
Um, I saw the trailer and I'm like, I can't wait for this game to come out this year. One of my most anticipated games of the year. It's coming out it's an Xbox exclusive because they own
Okay.
Machine Games, Bethesda. Um, I watched a trailer and I was like, damn. I'm like, is that Harrison Ford doing the voice?
Hmm.
It is the great Troy Baker who does voices and everything, doing a fantastic Harrison Ford impression.
Hmm.
Uh, I honestly watched the trailer for the first time, and I am like, "Are they using some AI? What are they
Hmm.
doing? It sounds like Harrison Ford."
Yeah.
Uh, Trailer's on point. I think the game looks awesome. I hope it delivers. Um, and it makes me excited that I own an Xbox because I have not fired mine up in a while.
Hmm. Me
And
neither. I don't even have the new one. I still have like the old original Xbox One.
Unfortunately, this is going to be this gen, not last
Yeah,
gen.
yeah.
But if you have Game Pass, it's going to be on Game Pass too. But yeah, very excited for this. This is the Indiana Jones I'm excited for. Dial of Destiny, it is what it is. Um, I like seeing Indiana Jones as how I remember
Hmm.
it in the 80s. So yeah, very excited for this. And then another trailer dropped yesterday, which will kind of end the show off talking about, is the Ghostbusters. I don't know, Frozen Earth, Frozen Kingdom,
Frozen
Ice
Empire.
Frozen Empire. Um, so you didn't even know about this trailer until I brought it
I
to your
kind of like thought there was something it dropped because I was when I was doing stuff yesterday, I kind of saw like thinking about like, oh, that doesn't look familiar. And every time I'd like scroll like go over it on YouTube, they had that clip of the dragon thing. I'm like, well, I don't remember that from the original trailer, so it must be a new trailer. I'm like, I'll watch it when I get around to it. I wasn't like it wasn't like I was like, oh man, like when the on the 11th, the reason why I'm more excited for the Super Bowl than I would be as a regular NFL fan is because there's very, very strong rumors that the Deadpool 3 trailer is dropping during the Super Bowl.
I don't believe that to be happening because
I believe that to be very much happening. And
they
I'm
just
not, don't ruin this
literally
for me and stop trying to poo-poo my enjoyment of a game I don't really care about.
hold on. I will tell you why I don't think they literally stopped. They wrapped up filming last week.
Yeah, but they'd also had done a bunch of filming beforehand.
Yes, but that
That doesn't mean
means
they couldn't have made a trailer out of that.
maybe we get a teaser. Maybe
Yeah,
we get a Ryan Reynolds in the costume sitting on a couch teaser. I don't think we're gonna see anything substantial. That's all what
I
I'm saying.
don't, whatever they give me, I'll be happy with. But at least we get something out of it.
I don't know. Maybe. I hope you're right. I mean, the movie's supposed to come out this year.
It is coming out this year.
Supposed to be coming out this
It's
year.
coming out this year. Don't keep poo-pooing. Why are you poo-pooing my dreams and destroying my hopes?
Listen, when it comes
I
to
don't talk
Marvel,
about
when it
your shows that you like so much and be like, oh
no,
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 it's
no,
not
no,
gonna
no,
happen.
no. Look at the track record that Marvel is constantly moving things. Disney's
Well, they
constantly.
had other issues besides that. It wasn't just because they decided they wanted to move things. There was like a strikes and like pandemics and
I
things.
I will be happy that it does come out in July, but I wouldn't
Yeah,
be surprised if it gets bumped a month. That's all I'm saying.
it's coming out in July.
All right, fingers crossed.
Yeah,
I don't take when it comes to unless you know there's like a hard date. It's really hard for me to
but
get
even that's
excited
not
for
true either
anything.
because like didn't like Mission Impossible announce like 3 dates in trailers and then they like moved it again. Like they kept moving it back every time they announced the trailer came out. They'd be like, "Oh, it's coming," and they're like, "Nope, we're moving it to."
Well, because I think the strike because of the
Yeah,
strike.
but I mean, so it's like it's not like so that could
Yeah,
happen. But anyways,
anything can happen.
Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire
Yes,
is coming out
March,
March.
sometime in March. That was a movie that's supposed to come out last year.
Yes, there was a
Um,
federal strike.
yes. So no strikes happen. Deadpool will be coming out on time, I'm sure.
Yes,
So I watched
March
the trailer.
22nd. It's coming out.
Yeah. So I watched the trailer yesterday. Um, it was a good trailer. Wasn't there is an international trailer that is better
That's
than
usually the case for some reason. I don't know why.
the international trailer actually focuses on the plot, where I kind of feel like the American version is just member berries. There's really
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
very surface level.
Because
Do
I
you
think what they do with
remember
this,
this?
what they do with their with these trailers, is this is like your first trailer, and then they'll do like the, you know, like the story trailer. They'll have like different versions of the trailer because they'll stretch it out. Whereas international, they make like one-ish type trailer, and then that's the one they use for most of the stuff.
Yeah, and I recommend watching the international trailer if you
I
want
will.
a
I
little
will
bit
watch
more.
it.
The
Speaking of
one
trailers, have you made your Valentine's Day plans with Allison to go see Madam Web yet?
oh man, oh
That
man.
that trailer played during football. And Claire's like, "Are you and Ryan going to see that?" I'm like, "No, no, we're not.
No.
No,
It,
I have no need to see Dakota Johnson in anything.
I will watch Madam Web when it comes to streaming.
I won't even watch it then, probably.
I mean, I don't mind watching them. Like, I'm
Never
interested,
seen
but
that
not paying money.
abomination known as Morpheus, whatever it was, Mobius, whatever that
Or
stupid show was.
Mobius is the only one I'll never watch.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to see Venom too, but I'll wait for streaming.
I mean, it's right up there with movies I won't watch. Like, I don't know if you saw this trailer that dropped over the weekend as well, before we get deep into the Ghostbusters trailer. Amazon Prime put out the trailer for the Jake Gyllenhaal remake of Roadhouse.
I saw it. I thought it was
It's terrible.
I thought it was trash. Yeah.
It's got awful garbage.
Yeah, I realized it's kind of like why? Why?
Not the right guy to put into that role. When I think Roadhouse, I definitely don't think Jake Gyllenhaal.
I mean, the guy's a monster. He's built like
But that's not, I mean, that's not the point.
well, honestly,
Not
I've
my
never
Dalton.
seen
Hashtag
I've
not my Dalton.
I've never seen Roadhouse, so I have nothing to compare it to.
It's a 80s movie. It's
I
good.
understand it's an 80s movie.
Not terrible.
I'm not saying it's bad. I've never seen it. I get references because I've seen enough in pulp culture
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
understand
yeah,
what
yeah.
Roadhouse is,
Yeah.
but it's a movie that has never I've never been had an opportunity to watch it,
Hmm.
and it's not a movie I was like, "Oh, I got to see that." It's
I think
weird.
it's
It's
one
like
of those
one of
things
the
we should make you watch.
yeah, I've never seen it.
We should make you watch it. Get your
I'm
review.
down.
We should start reviewing 80s movies that we've never seen.
Roadhouse would be one of them. Also, Roadhouse came out in a time when I was a kid, so it wasn't meant for me.
Well, yeah, it was around the same time frame as like Dirty Dancing, like that era.
And I didn't see Dirty Dancing until the
Like
90s.
Iron Eagle. Never saw it.
Never saw Iron Eagle.
People talk about it all the time. I never saw it.
Yeah, I don't even know what Iron Eagle is.
Lewitt Gossett Jr. and a kid like becomes a fighter pilot.
No, no clue.
Good. Like a I must say like a really young, like high school age college kid. I don't know. I kind of remember it being on like I remember the sequels being out and seeing them on like Saturday afternoon movie things, but that was about it. I mean like a bunch of them I understand, but
Yeah, maybe that's a future project for the
yeah,
podcast.
yeah.
Um, so anyway, back to the Ghostbusters
Back to
trailer.
Ghostbusters.
So
Frozen Empire.
I watched the trailer, and the only line that made no effing sense to me is, first of all, I'm like, okay, they're bringing back the mayor,
Yes, Templeton Peck.
and I'm like, why? The guy looks like a corpse,
That's
but
fine.
he has a line of dialogue, and he says they saved the world, no eyewitnesses.
Yeah.
I was like, no, 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 no.
Yes.
Watch the third act of
Yes.
Ghostbusters 1. The entire city is out watching.
Well, they're kind of like going to say, like, I think the thing is they're going to say like they like uh hushed it. So that way it didn't get out.
The Statue of Liberty walked off Ellis Island,
Yeah.
walked down.
Well, they're gonna say it was like a fever dream thing. So they're gonna say it like
No
like in the original one
eyewitnesses.
where he didn't like them. So he's like trying to
I,
debunk their and
I,
now he's the mayor. So now he can because that was the mayor's office from their first movie that they were.
yeah,
So
the guy should not even be in politics anymore. And I don't know. I
I
don't
know.
understand.
I think
I
they're
want
gonna,
to know
pencil
the
Dick.
context of that line because it makes no sense at all.
Well, I know, but I think that's what the whole thing is. You're gonna be like, what are you talking about? And then they're gonna watch the movie like, oh, okay, that makes more sense.
I hope so because it was a
They're really
it was
hitting
a
hard on
line in the trailer.
the tall, dark, and horny line.
Huh?
Twice the same trailer that line, the Bill Murray.
Tall,
It's
dark,
tall,
and
dark, and
horny.
horny. We get it. It's a funny line. Don't need to bang it into our heads.
Yes.
That's why I wasn't that excited about watching the trailer because I feel like the people that are putting the movie that are making the trailers don't get the humor of Ghostbusters and the fact that it's supposed to be like it's a timing thing. Like you can't just drop random comedy lines into a trailer and make it funny.
Yeah, I mean, I
It's like
hope
Deadpool trailers, same thing.
right.
They do that thing where they drop in the funny lines to like get people to be like, ha ha, but it's like you know, out of context, it doesn't,
Right.
you know, then it ruins the joke when you actually see it because it's like, oh,
Or you heard it so many times it's not funny anymore.
not funny anymore. You lost the humor out of it. Yeah.
Right. I mean, I hope, I have the last one I was okay on. I know you loved it. I hope this one for me is better than the last one.
Well, the last one really tickled the member berries. Like really, you know.
Well, this one seems like it's tickling those member berries again. I'm kind of
Yeah.
hoping they do something new. And it looks like they're doing something. They have a drone, which
Well, I think
uh,
there's gonna be the thing of
they have a
I'm
new
hoping,
tech.
yeah,
They
yeah, I'm
have
hoping,
a whole laboratory.
yeah,
There's a whole laboratory with other people. So I kind of like that. That's new. I want
yeah.
new.
I'm
Let's
hoping
not
the older guys are like first, second act characters, and then something happens where the newer characters have to like take over and save the day to kind of like establish them as the new
right.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
So then, like the other guys at the end of the movie can be like, "All right, we know you guys can handle this now. We're stepping aside. You guys are now the passing of the guard kind of thing."
Yes. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think I do think Bill Murray and all of them are maybe they're gonna try to go recapture the past and they're not gonna do so hot and
Yeah,
they're gonna pass it on to the younger generation.
yeah,
So we shall see it in March.
yeah, yeah.
We will go.
We'll have our full review in March.
Yeah. Um, and then there has been rumors that the old cast from Daredevil is all coming back for the next season of
Yes,
Daredevil.
yes. It's very strongly suggested that they've brought back in the reworking of the whole show. They've rethought their dumb idea of not having the main characters from the first original show be a part of this show.
They were like
They
this. They're
decided to
like,
hire those people back. Like, oh, that worked out so well when we did it the first time. Maybe we should just keep doing that and not
right,
get
right,
rid of these
ruin it.
characters.
Because I think going into Daredevil, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. Outside of the few MCU shows that have worked,
Yeah.
WandaVision, Loki, maybe a few others depending on opinion, but the quality of these shows is not in a great track record. Now, Daredevil is highly, highly
Yes.
loved, and
Yeah.
for the most part, everyone loves what they did on Netflix.
Yeah.
If you screw this up,
Yeah.
it's done. Like
Well, I
people
think
will not have any faith in these shows ever again.
I know a lot of people poo-pooed Echo, but I think Echo was a great character story for Kingpin.
I
It was a
understand.
great transition from, it was a great way of, unlike with Hawkeye and She-Hulk, this was the show that brought that genre of shows from Netflix into the MCU. I think this is the show you need to watch. If you're like that genre, like the Netflix Marvel shows person, I think Echo was your great transition point to then bring it into the Disney Plus universe.
Well, the thing is, I am not going to watch any MCU shows until Daredevil comes out.
I don't
That's
think
it.
any coming out until that comes out. So
Well, I'm not going to watch Echo. I'm not going to watch Agatha. I'm just going to wait for Daredevil. That's it. Because
okay, that's
Daredevil
fine.
will
No
be
one's
huge.
no
Be
one's
huge.
forcing you. No one's taping your eyes open to watch anything.
No, I know. But the ratings
Get it? You've
these
like
shows has gotten lower. Like Echo, barely nobody watched.
well, you don't really know
Because
because they don't release the ratings, so you can't say that.
no, there's companies out there that track this because they don't give out Netflix won't give out, or these streaming services don't do it. So
Yeah.
there's third parties that do track these things.
Okay.
Um, Echo, because you came out of Secret Invasion, people are kind of like losing interest because it's not good. Now, anything is one movie or show for a comeback. So they could have a really great show. Like Loki season 2 was fantastic. And I think there was a lot of chatter about that, which was great. So
Yes.
I think they got to knock it out of the park with Daredevil. They have to. So I think it's very smart. They're not killing off characters off camera because that was the rumor. They have people that help produce the Punisher series.
Hmm.
They're having people come back into the fray. And now they made the Netflix shows canon, which
Yeah.
is crazy.
Yeah.
So I think they're righting the wrongs. They have to realize, they have to, Daredevil has to come out of the gate kicking ass. So
Hmm.
I'm excited. I am more excited for Daredevil now than I've ever been. Um, so I think what they're doing is very smart. So Daredevil, I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
Um, I have no opinion about Echo. I have no plans on watching it. I'm glad you enjoyed it, but
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, not a lot of people watched
It's fine.
it. It's because people I think are just like it's got to be worth my time. And it was interesting that Echo was dropped all at once. I don't think Daredevil is going to be that way. I think Daredevil is going to be one
No,
of
it's like 18 episodes.
no, it's not going to be 18 anymore.
Oh, it's not?
No, now they're saying it they're not sure.
Like 10 to
And
12, I think would be good.
I think whatever tells a good story. You know what I'm saying? Give us hour-long episodes that tell a good story, and then it will,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Maybe
Like
with 8 that way.
whatever it comes out to be,
Yeah.
I hope it's just good quality television. That's all I want.
Yeah.
Written well. I want great action. I want great characters. That's all I want.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, a show that you probably will watch, even though it's coming out this year, not really technically Marvel, but is Marvel, is that X-Men 97 still floating around and possibly coming out this year. So
that's the animated.
yeah.
Um, I mean, I liked it as a kid. I mean, I might check it out,
Yeah.
depending. I mean, I'm not the demographic for that anymore. I mean, maybe for
Well, I mean, I think you are, because if you're the only people the people that watched it in 97 would be the people that watch it now. Not many new people would pick up watching it now,
I think so. I think
possibly.
so. I
I mean,
mean,
it was the year we graduated high school, technically. So,
X-Men's very popular. I think
I
people will
mean, I
be
tried
excited.
watching the old ones and it doesn't really hold up. That's well,
I loved the X-Men cartoon growing
yeah,
up. So, I mean, I'll check it out. I'll check it
yeah.
out. I mean, I'll watch one or two episodes, see how I feel.
Hmm.
Um, you know, animation's tough. I tried to watch that show on Amazon, Has Been Hotel or whatever it was.
Oh, I didn't know what you're talking about. I didn't
I,
watch it.
they were promoting it on Amazon. I saw it a
Oh,
lot. I love the animation style, but I watched 2, 3 episodes and I was like,
hmm.
this is not for me. Um, it's a there's always like a song in it. It's
Gotcha,
grown up humor. It
gotcha,
used to be a YouTube show.
gotcha.
Um, and I mean it's well done, well produced, but it was just not funny or entertaining. It was
Well,
okay.
someone thought it was funny.
Someone and when I Google it, there is a diehard fan base for this
Yeah,
because
there's a
it
hair for most things. It's just
just I wasn't for
not
me.
you're into. That's all.
No,
Which
but
is
I love the animation. I thought the animation was fantastic.
yeah,
So
but
I'm trying to watch all these Amazon shows before we get rid of it. So
gotcha.
yeah, that felt like hey, I'll give something a
Yeah,
try.
why not?
Um, anyway, Ghostbusters, we'll go see it. Hopefully,
Yeah,
watch the international trailer, Mark. I think
I
it's better
will.
than the
I will.
American one. It focuses more on the less on the member berries, more on the story, which I think is
Okay,
better.
good.
Um, Indiana Jones, The Great Circle,
Yes,
awesome. Watch that trailer. It's fantastic. Very excited for that.
will do.
Um, other than that, Mark,
Like I said, it's very quiet out there in the west. There's not much going on the Western Front.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah.
We'll be back next week in the studio.
Yes. And knowing how we do the show, I'll give it at least 10 to 15 minutes before something major drops and is announced that we'll talk about next week. So stay tuned for that and so much more. And as always, be safe, be well, be kind.
And rewind. See you next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.